I've got a tiny bug fix. I'll show folks that. Uh, so I we built field pickers on dashboards or time frame pickers, and they're great, but they did not work out of the box with X lookups. So I've got a tab here that's got user count, and it's X looking up into another tab based on this country dimension. This other tab's got another measure, even if it's a meaningless measure, like sum of age, and the dimension as well. And we just fixed it so that I've got this field picker here that allows me to swap the dimension. And in this case, it's going to be swapping the dimension on both of the tabs. So XLOOKUP should be able to work. But previously, we sort of weren't updating it, or I was not updating it properly. And now it will work when we swap the time grain or the dimension or something along those lines. So it's a quick fix, but
This doesn't seem like a quick one.
it,
No,
it
like this is a huge unlock. Can you, so just to clarify,
yeah,
it means that if you have like an A1 reference and we're swapping column A, it will be sticky to the reference, like
it'll
A. It'll be sticky to column A.
it is in this case, yes, but really what we're saying here is we're swapping the individual fields. So we're actually going through the SQL expression that we generate for X lookups and actually swapping the field references
Yeah,
explicitly.
yeah. But
So,
like
so
to the user, it just is
it's
A,
it's just
even though it's like a field reference at that point.
That's right. And I think it's actually fine to do so like there is probably a case that we should think about at some point, but like I sidestepped it because I think this is still going to be a step forward. Like if you ever wanted to have like a date grain and then have it match on a month, a month, parameter say, which is not like I can't construct it on the top of my head, but there's like it's conceivable that you'd want to map different grains of data to each other. Like you want monthly data that you're joining in for like the summary, and you want to do it, daily divided by monthly or something potentially. Then we would want to, still use the same field reference, sort of the same two field references. I think it's actually going to work okay here, but it's still like you'd want to do more control over mapping and the like that I can imagine being confusing to the end user actually still. But
And yeah, just to sort of beat it to death, this will work for a time grain swapper and a field swapper.
yes,
And
that's
it doesn't matter if it's a dimension or a measure either. So it'll work for time grain swapper, dimension swapper, and measure swapper.
yep, that's right.
Sick.
Yeah, this actual use case, Jamie, came up live just this week on a POC I'm doing for Boundless, where they basically had one table that was just a whole bunch of X lookups to other grains, and that would previously break.
Oh,
But then
yeah.
now, like the workaround we did that I found in Slack was that you'd make a calculated column that's just equal to the column that's getting swapped out, and then use that for the X lookups.
Oh yeah,
It was like,
that would do it too. Or you could maybe do it with parent controls and have it be like all of the fields swapped or something. Oh yeah.
so like in the current state, any parent control, if you swap the dimension, will break the reference of the X lookup because it just like
You're
changes.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if you the workaround thing I found from I think maybe like something Connor did is like you literally make a calculated field,
That's
just
funny.
have that equal to the column that ends up being time frame swapped, and then just use that for the X lookups instead, which is like a really silly workaround, but like yeah, this would make it a lot better.
Yeah, that doesn't work on field swappers either.
And I think the nice piece that I think we should think about just generally too is like when we build these things, they just need to be natively integrated into the platform. So like Field Swapper should work with everything. So like all calculations, or like I think the cool thing about the hack like is like you can use native calculations to kind of sidestep even functionality too. It's really it's pretty it's nice. We want to continue to build out this platform. Like XLOOKUP's a super powerful thing that we gotta make sure it works natively with stuff. And this is just my oversight. I just did the calcs swap wrong when I did it the first time, or incomplete.